Hello, welcome to today's short lecture. We have some answers from Lantos for questions that Cindy asked him in the last couple of days. The first one is about the travel gate. So remember, the golden gate hangs above the principal gate doorway of your home, and it provides you and everyone in the household with the radiant cloak of protection whenever they leave the household. And when they come back to the household, it provides them with a cleansing. It cleanses the energy that they bring with them into the household. And that is relevant and important today to everyone's struggle with coronavirus. So Cindy asked Lantos, if someone has a golden gate that is in their home that is not part of the tree of Genesis, can that person just take that golden gate with them when they travel? Or would they need a separate travel gate, keeping the golden gate in their home? So remember, Lantos spoke about a travel gate, the ability to take the golden gate with you and receive protection for yourself when you travel. So the question is, if it's not part of the tree of Genesis, can you just take the golden gate with you when you travel? And Lantos said, if the golden gate is not actively supporting the tree, then this gate may travel. The traveling gate must be reinitialized for the traveling protection. Okay, so in that answer we have a couple of bits of information. One we already suspected, and that is you cannot take the golden gate if it is already supporting a tree of Genesis. But if you have a golden gate without the tree of Genesis, then yes, you may use it, but you have to send it back to us to have it reinitialized for a traveling gate, to have it be a traveling gate. Now, Cindy's going to ask Lantos some follow-up questions today or tomorrow, and I'll get you those answers on Sunday to find out exactly what that means regarding the reinitialization, whether it provides protection just for one person or for multiple people if a family is traveling together, stuff like that. So I'll get you that information probably in time for Sunday. Then the next question, Cindy asked, if someone has a great seal in their home, but it is not in the central element, will it still receive the energy from the Phoenix Gate? So you will remember Lantos spoke about how the energy of the Phoenix Gate interacts with the energy of the Great Seal to provide everyone in the household with great blessings. So if the Great Seal is in the home but it's not part of the central element, will it still receive the energy from the Phoenix Gate? And Lantos said, yes. The nature of the Great Seal will flourish with the presence of the flowing energies of the Phoenix Solar Gate. So yes, even if it's not in your central element, even if you just have a Great Seal in the area of your home where you do your techniques, or you have it over your bed, something like that, it will still receive the benefit of the Phoenix Gate. Then Cindy asked, does the Great Seal need to be part of a tree of Genesis for it to receive the energy from the Phoenix Gate? Lantos' answer was this. As the central element, the Great Seal will radiate the great cosmic energies which are received through the Phoenix Solar Gate. The radiance will flow through the network of the tree. The energies flow into each quadrant, into each element of the tree, into each aspect of the home for the benefit of all within the household. It is very good. Okay, so he didn't actually answer the question, but he gave us a great answer anyway. And we know the answer to the question nonetheless, because of the previous question, which is, if the Great Seal is not part of the central element, if it's not within the central element, it's not part of the tree of Genesis. And Lantos went ahead and answered that question, saying that it would still interact with the energies of the Phoenix Gate and it would still flourish. So we know that the Great Seal doesn't have to be part of the tree of Genesis in order for it to receive the benefit of the Phoenix Gate. But then this answer, Lantos used this answer to be able to tell us how the energy of the Phoenix Gate will interact with the entire energy of the tree of Genesis. And it goes through the central element. It goes through the Great Seal in the central element. So this will only apply for someone who has the Great Seal within the central element of their tree of Genesis. If you have the golden biotrinity instead of the Great Seal, this answer will not apply to it because it is the energy pattern of the Great Seal that interacts with the Phoenix Gate. So let me read that answer again. As the central element, the Great Seal will radiate the great cosmic energies which are received through the Phoenix solar gate. The radiance will flow through the network of the tree. The energies will flow into each quadrant, into each element of the tree, into each aspect of the home, for the benefit of all within the household. It is very good. So it affects every aspect of the tree of Genesis. Then, a question that Cindy asked, this is something that we have been wondering at the office, how we can do certain seminars and lectures, certain courses for you when no one can travel, when it's difficult to have, we can't have more than 10 people in a conference room at a hotel, for example. So given the limitations, how can we do certain programs? And we were very specifically interested in the Chair of Genesis program because we have a lot of people who have told us they want to attend the next chair program that we offer at the Western Gate in Los Angeles. So the question that Cindy asked was, would there be any benefit to placing a person's photograph in the Chair of Genesis? She explained, we are wondering if there is a way to provide the benefits of the Chair of Genesis during this time when people are not traveling. And Lantos said this, yes, there is a benefit which may be received in this way. This may be done. Very good. Many blessings. Okay, so let's talk first about that. Placing a person's photograph in the Chair of Genesis. Again, we have a lot of people who have said they want to attend the Chair of Genesis program the next time we have one. But then there will be people for whom traveling for a few days out to Los Angeles may just be too difficult. So what we are going to do is we're going to have the Chair of Genesis photograph program where you take a photograph of yourself, email it over to us, we can have it printed up, and then we will do the chair program with your photograph. That means that it will receive a treatment of biogenesis treatment from me on the day before I place it in the Chair of Genesis. And then on the next day, after the day of the treatments, then I will place your photograph in the Chair of Genesis at the Western Gate in Los Angeles. It will receive 30 minutes in the Chair of Genesis. And that means that we have a limit to the number of photographs we can do on any individual course. It would be 24 to be able to make sure that we have enough time during daylight hours for every photograph to be able to get its 30 minutes in the Chair of Genesis. Now, with that, for people who are interested in attending the chair program in person, the next time we have an in-person chair program, if you do this with the photograph, the cost is $300, but you will receive a $200 credit toward the Chair of Genesis program, the next one that you do in person. So even if you can't do the very next one that we offer and you do the one after that or the one after that, you would still receive a $200 credit towards your next Chair of Genesis program, the Genesis Acceleration Program at the Western Gate. So $300 with a $200 credit towards your next in-person Genesis Acceleration Program. And that's to place your photograph, to get a treatment from me on day one, and then have your photograph in the chair on day two. We will also coordinate with you on the timing. We anticipate getting photos from not only around the country but around the world. And that means that we will coordinate on timing to make sure that your 30 minutes is a time that you will be able, it'll be convenient for you. And we'll try to accommodate everyone in that way. The travel gate. So since the travel gate does not provide the full protection of the household, it has to be initialized specifically as a travel gate. We anticipate that it will provide protection just for one person, but I don't know that for sure, and I'll have that answer for you in time for Sunday. But we're anticipating that it is specific to just one person instead of to several people or an entire household. And because of that, and because we want everyone to be able to get as much protection when they are traveling around as possible, then the travel gate will be half of the price of a Golden Gate. So it'll be $395 for the price of a travel gate. And we'll get you more information if you have a Golden Gate and you want it reinitialized just as a travel gate. We'll get you that information. I'll have that available for you on Sunday as well. Okay, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I like getting these answers from Lantos. I'm sure you enjoy receiving them as well. So I'll have more information for you on Sunday. Have a great rest of your week.